Hello, good morning. We will be drawing a portrait from scratch and it will be a charcoal portrait. Hopefully, you enjoy this video. I am just doing here markings for the all the components. Hi Daniel, thanks for commenting. We will be doing the charcoal portrait today. So I will be just putting the base layer. Thank you Daniel, thank you so much. We will be doing the base layer here, which will be of charcoal. Of course charcoal, this I'm using this charcoal chalk. With this I will be drawing the basic frame on which I will be working. Thanks for coming everyone. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Art videos are quite boring, so I hope you all can come back to see what we have created today, and your simple comment also. uh, because Daniel, maybe I am not that big creator, or I don't know why no one is here, but I'm trying to improve my art. Hopefully someday lots of people will be there, but thanks for your concern Daniel, it mean a lot. Hello Kimberly, thanks for commenting. My best drawing are pen artworks. I draw with pen, with single pen. You can check on my profile. You will see. You can explore the page, and you will see what kind of art I do. Hopefully you will like it. Thank you Kimberly, thank you so much, and Daniel, thanks to you too. This is the first step of charcoal drawing, so I will keep it light and I won't use much charcoal here because uh, it is impossible to erase charcoal later, so I will keep it clean for now. Once we blend everything, things will come together. So here I'm just giving basic shape, basic facial component, so it doesn't need to be perfect, it just have to be correct and according to the structure. Later we can always change these things when we will do detailing with pencil. Thank you Daniel, thank you so much, really appreciate it. I will improve my quality so that lots of people can join and can see something great. I will improve my quality. Here this will be the nose, which I will be giving detail with pencil, so I'm not putting much charcoal here. Last will be the lips. For lips, always draw a straight line and see whether it's going with the art or not. Once you have this straight line, you can simply extend it a little bit and you will get your lips. So, and rest of the detailing you can do with pencil. Just have to put all the components of the face at right angle. Third will be the chin, which is very important as it is the closing part of the face and where everything get connects. So in this way the whole face will come along. Hopefully it's visible to you. Now we'll extend the hair a little bit to give it a nice length. I keep hair minimal to the neck length because I prefer in real life also hair this much, and it give a aesthetic look, and basically it helps in drawing. It makes drawing easier also. If you make long hair, then you have to sketch over it for a longer time. If you make small hair, it reduces its time. So I basically prefer to keep hair short, which is my personal favorite thing also. I will be closing it with giving it a gentle charcoal shade for the hair, which will cover almost 50% of the page. So later when I will add details, it will be easy. This part is quite easy because in this you can really add so much of detail, and later it will help you, because with pencil it will take less time, as well as you can only focus on detailing. That's why I prefer charcoal drawing while drawing online. It saves time. So this will be the basic face on which we will be working. I will close the face from here also, so the hair will fall. The forehead will close like this, and it will go down, down and down and down. Then it will turn towards the neck. Like this. So we'll do same thing here also. We'll extend the hair in lining pattern. If I simply do rough sketching, then it will be hard to blend. So always do you use chalk in the line or in clear form. If I'll do like this, if I'll start scribbling, if I'll do the hair more dark and thick or black, then later it will be very hard to blend. So now I'm just using gentle strokes to make it even. So that it will be easy to blend for later. This much here I feel it's enough. We'll give gentle shading for neckline also. So I'll repeat, I'm using charcoal chalk to give base frame to my artwork. This is my first step. Here I create baselines only. In second step we will be blending it all together. You can always come later to see what we have created. I always upload small reels of all the artworks I make in only 10 to 5 seconds, so you can watch it and hopefully you will like it. So please do subscribe and like if you can. Your support means a lot, and I will surely improve my work. So this will be the phase on which we will be working. I will make the eyebrow thicker now. We'll roughly do just small detailings. Once we blend everything, things will come together. So this is the end of our first step. Now we'll go for second step, which will be blending it all together. For blending we will be using stem blender, and we will be blending it gently to create even tone. And we will not disrupt our areas which are clean and white. We will not smudge that area. When you are drawing black and white drawing, it's important to it's important that the contrast of the paper should be white. So if you like to edit your drawing after drawing it, if you edit your work, then you can edit with contrast and brightness or highlights for black and white drawings. And if you are using if you are doing color portrait, or if you are using pen portrait, then you can always use vibrance, not contrast. Vibrance will give your drawing a nice look and even tone. So that's the thing I also use. After blending, everything will come together and we will know how the artwork will go from there. So it's a very important step when using charcoal, as charcoals are thick and grainy over surface. So if you don't blend your and you are using pencil, then it won't work nicely, because pencil requires smooth surface. So it's better to blend everything. All the charcoal grains should be blended properly. And it should be blend in a way that it mix up with the artwork without ruining it. So now you can see the difference in the eye with simple blend. You can create texture also with the same blender. So that's the benefit of using charcoal. It makes quite easy to work on the surface, as you can go for large area in an instant, and with pencil you have to go for small and small area and work on it individually, but with charcoal we easily created a full face in less than 10 to 20 minutes. You can also learn this method, or you can also use, if you already know, you can also use this method quite often, because the more you draw you will get finishing, your artwork will be more finished, and it will have more quality with time. So you can always have this charcoal portrait. So I will be using this blender to give it more reference, more structure. And I'll try to make it all even all together. Now you can see the difference when we used chalk, which was highly grainy and uneven surface, and now when we have blended it, you can see the difference in just two steps. You will be having this idea of doing it. It's very easy. You just have to get started. Always try to make the tone even, because if you leave it for later, then probably you will forget it to put attention over it. So it's better to, if you are feeling that the hairs are not even, you should do that at that point only. So this will be the face, I guess. I'm just making the tone even. Hopefully it's visible to you. Please like and subscribe. Once you laid this framework, like once you have this base layer of charcoal and its blending form, then we will remove the extra charcoal from the paper, for which we use this clay eraser. You just have to mold it, and just little mold, and you can roll over the paper and it will remove all the extra charcoal, so that you can use pencil work for the detailing. So you simply roll it over all your work, and it will remove the extra charcoal very easily and smoothly. It is also important to make the paper more fine and smooth after all the rubbing and scratching. So you can see the difference. I just rolled it over one side, and the difference in their darkness. Same thing on other side also. Use this in even tone and applying equal pressure, and it will remove all the extra charcoal so that you can easily use pencil now, and you will have a even face. It also clean the sketches as well. All the dust, grains, everything will be removed, and it works quite well. So when you are using this method of charcoal artwork, always try to have this eraser in your items. It's quite useful and handy. So that would be the third stage. Now the fourth stage will be using pencil. So I am using mechanical pencil which is 0.7, and we will be adding details through this. Hopefully it's visible to you. When adding details, we'll always go from inside to outside so that we don't have to touch the inside part later. Always start from up to down or inside to outside. So let's start adding details to our facial features. These small lines will create huge difference. You will see right now. That's the fun of using charcoal. So you can see simple detailing with pencil made huge difference for this eye and this eye. That's why it's important to follow the steps correctly and your artwork will fall along. When you get pre-guided lines in any artwork, things get easier, as you just have to put your mind in giving details. You don't have to figure out the space, the area, and other details for it. That's why it's important to pre-plan your artwork and follow the basic step-by-step procedure. This pic is also of one of our subscriber who have subscribed us from a long time, and she wanted her to be drawn, so I asked her, sure, why not? So anybody can join us, and we'll surely try to give them a quality artwork. with no cheating or like people draw these days on pre-guided lines or through AI. We'll do real artwork in front of everyone, or even with artwork we give them a video so that they can upload it on their Instagram of the process or in reels. So this is the eye, our first eye, with simple details. You have to see small areas to work on, and in this way you can create extra texture for your eyes, I mean face, sorry. Now we'll go for second eye. Hopefully it's visible to you. In this step we'll give it a nice hairline too, so that later we can simply work over it. Creating guided lines with your artwork is important. In this way, you don't lose the way in which you are drawing. So, always create something extra with your current picture. Like here, if I have to draw the eyes, I will be giving marking for the side here so that I won't get carried along and make the eye too big, or I will know where to finish the eye. That's why I will be drawing its hair also with this. When you are drawing freehand, you have to figure out so many things while doing it. So it's quite fun and challenging as well, but it give you range of things you can do it on spot, like what your mind says you can act accordingly. That's why I always prefer making artworks freehand with no pre-guided lines or anything. and it helped me quite a lot too. Even with pen, pencil, or you can check my page, everything I draw is freehand. We will be starting a series for pen drawing, and in which we will be learning through basic tips and tricks for drawing with pen. Hopefully the portrait is coming along and you can see very well. We have just added details to both the eyes. We'll make it thicker here to give it a glaring effect. When you are giving glaring effect, always draw the eyeballs 3/4 of its size. Never do that more than 3/4. If you make this eyeball very big, it will look unnatural. So try to make the eyeball 3/4 of the size, 3/4. And even if you by mistake has created a bigger eyeball, you can simply make the eyelid thicker, upper eyelid thicker, to hide this extra bulge, and in this way it will be easy for you to play with the size and proportion. Adding details to the eye is very fundamental, as when you are drawing anything which have eyes, people will look at eyes, so always try to make it nice, simple, and on point. I feel my eyes look even now, so I'll simply move to the next surface, which will be the nose. For this nose, we have already created this nose line, so we'll be drawing along these lines only. We won't disturb our pattern. We'll follow these pre-guided lines and we'll connect it. We'll connect it and give it a gentle stroke so that it all get connected smoothly. So now the nose is also taking its shape. Always try to always try to do pencil work outside of the nose. Sometimes I forget what to say in middle of the line. So if you feel that, I'm really sorry, but I will improve my speaking skills too. To give this nose a 3D look, I will be giving it a pencil work on side of the nose, not straight onto the nose but on side of the nose, so that it will have its shadow falling over here. And you can always use gentle pencil lines over to the nose sides. Always leave this, always draw a circle on top of the nose and then work along the sides. This will be the pre-guided nose circle on which the light will fall, so you can always work on its sides and your nose will be straight and uniform. As you can see here, it's getting all along all together, nice and easy. Hopefully nose is visible to you. If it's looking crooked or if it's looking sidewise, that's because of the angle we both are looking at picture. You are looking at straight to the picture, as because of camera, and I am looking from the side of the picture, so sometimes it's hard for me to judge the spacing. Hello Mariana, thanks for commenting. You came yesterday also. Thanks you very much. Hopefully it's visible to you. Now the nose look quite in center and it's giving good vibes. We'll extend this side eye area, and to do this you have to shade this corner and let it go out light, so inside will be dark and as it goes out it will fade. In this way you will create a lining that your nose has this bridge, your side nose, which connect to the eyebrows. When you're working on artwork you have to figure out things midway, so that's the fun part. So no need to worry about what you will do next, just follow your pencil and follow your heart, what will look nice, what will look better, and just go along. So I feel this much will be enough for the nose. We'll go for a third part, which will be the lips. It has simple straight lips, so first I will intense this line itself and I'll try to make it a little curve to give it a smiley look. To make your portrait sad, you just do hyperbola, half curve. If you keep it ends upward, it will be smiling. If you keep it ends downward, it will be sad. So remember, and if you'll keep it straight, it means Dead face, no expression. So choose accordingly and always follow the reference of your artwork. If you go very far from the reference, then you create someone else only. You're creating Michael Jackson and you will create Bill Gates. So follow your reference. Each curve, each lining, everything makes helps in making the person from the reference. So do that with efficiency. So this will be the lips. It's almost taking its shape. Hope it's visible to you. So we are almost at the midway of our artwork. If you like this artwork, please do like and subscribe. So the face is looking nice so far. We'll just have to add details to make it look more perfect. So I will remove all the extra charcoal or dark blackness from the paper to work on its detailing and will make it quite neat. Always use a brush to wipe your artwork, otherwise if you use your pencil or your hands it will ruin it. So now we carefully carve out our chin. We'll make it sharp, and we are doing this because we will be making the chin go curve, the curving effect. For this we need to remove this extra charcoal and apply it again in a uniform way. That's why I removed the extra charcoal. Will give the hairline. Will create the boundary over here with the hairline so that we can work on inside face. We'll do this on both side so we'll know till where the face ends. That's why it's an important step. Always create the boundary before going for the face. With the boundary you will know till where you have to extend your pencil and till where you have to stop. Outside you can make thick dark, you don't have to think much about it. You can simply create darkness. It will highlight the face more. The more darker your hair will look, the more contrast the face will have. So gently work over it. The face is coming along nicely, so you have to be more careful with each step so that you won't ruin your work. Hopefully it's visible to you. If you are here and you like this work, please do like and subscribe. Your single like, single subscribe make our whole day cheerful. So please do so if you can and enjoy this work. If it's quite boring, you can always come later to check out the artwork or check out the reel. I always upload its smaller version, like 5 to 10 seconds in reels shots, so you can see the work over there. It in this way it will be helpful to us as well. It will be less painful for you to watch long videos. So please do subscribe and help us. Now I will be doing its hair, as it's a big important 50% of the face. So when we have energy, we'll spend it on hair. If anybody wants to ask anything, you can simply put comment. I'm looking at comments, so I will reply over that if I can. If you have any kinds of doubt or regarding artwork, you can simply ask, or you can drop a comment later also. I will reply to it. So that would be the hair. I am shading it in even tone to make the face more vibrant. I am not forcing any one specific region to pop out. I am making even tone for everything, both eyes, nose, lips. Now the hair, we are just evening the surface and not letting any white space or gray space go unchecked. So in this way you can create even tone, and it will come along. The partition of the hair are important as it give it a aesthetic look. So never make your partition evenly or perfect. You can always create a zigzag pattern that the hair are falling from every direction. It's like more natural, and it's look more aesthetic too, like zigzag pattern, crisscross, those kind of pattern you can create when you are dealing with this part of the hair mid section. I will be giving it more definition with this scratching technique. It will simply create amazing texture by rubbing your pencil not forcefully but just with friction and with sides. In this way, you cover bigger area as well, and you don't disturb your artwork too. You can hold it from far and you can scrape out the places you want to shade. In this way, people can see the artwork all the time, as well as you can work on it together. So I am not perfect in this technique, but I like this technique, so I will be learning it and using it more often. Using pencil in this direction gives a lot of aestheticness to the artwork while drawing. Just try this in pencil with bigger values like HB 6, HB 8 or 10, because otherwise you won't be able to create darkness, like uh, intensity will be very low, then it won't be helpful if you are recording a video, because pencil gets very light effect on paper when we record it. So use pencil with higher intensity, charcoal pencils. Almost the hair look even now. So we will be doing our inside of the face, and you will see the difference from it. To make this cheek go curvier, you have to put this area like the lines at a darker shade, and it will fade along. When coming inside, it will fade along, so that will be the thing. So always start gently with the edges and know at what distance you have to carry it. Once you start doing this, you will love this technique because it gives your face a 3D texture and it elevates your artwork. You will see a plain face right now, but slowly you will see the difference. As we intensify our shading at the corners and slightly fading out at the outside, you will see the difference. Hopefully the difference is visible to you. Now the face is looking like it's been curved inside and the hair is falling over it. Same thing you will do for cheeks also, chin also. But chin, we have this neck part which is already shaded, so you don't have to do for the chin. But for the side face, we'll do same. will have these pre-guided lines drawn so that we will know till where we have to extend our shading, and will intensify this shading. I'll show you how. You have to be darker shade at the edges, and then you have to fade away when you are going inside. Being right-handed, it's hard for me to draw right side. Do you also feel same issue? Will intensify this area so that it looks it's all got connected. The cheek line and this shading line should have little distance between them so that it can be seen that it's getting along and it's getting curved inside. So it should have some difference. You can't put all the pressure on single edge. The edge should be little thicker. That would be all. Same thing we'll do with the forehead as well. We'll give it a little shape, little shade, sorry. And while working at the edges of any edge, like hair mark, hairline, face edge, nose curve, eyes corner, you have to make it dark. Then only it will get along. Then only it will have that effect. Otherwise, it will be of no use. If you make every surface even tone, then it won't create any effect. Now here, if I have to create the curvier look, I will shade this corner, this edge more intensely, and then it will fade out. As it goes out, it will fade out. That's how this curve effect will be created. That the forehead is getting curved or that the hair is falling which have its dark shadow underneath. So you have to see small spots to put this effect, and in this way you will see the whole difference. Now my picture is almost done, so I will be working only on small details like the neck part. So the same thing if we have to do with the chin, we'll do it from outside. We'll make it quite dark on the edges, and it will fade out as it goes down. The more dark your chin from outside will be, it will look more 3D and aesthetic. So it's quite easy once you have a hang of it. So learn, draw and learn simply. Now you can see the neck as well. Without disturbing the chin from inside, we can create this look, dark effect look, by simply darkening the edges and fading out as we go out. Now we'll just even the tone and just shade all over it. I will be shading all the small areas where the shadow fall in my reference picture to give it an exact look, and I will not miss the small spots, and it make great changes in overall artwork. So you also, when you are drawing and you are doing it from any kind of reference, try to learn the reference as well. To create an even tone, I'll just simply stroke some lines with the eraser so that it will give it a texture of highlighting here, highlights. You can use pencil eraser or mono sorry, Tomahawk or Monohawk, I don't remember, but that are pencil erasers for creating fine lines. But here I'm not creating fine lines, I'm simply creating texture. This is almost done. Now we'll simply highlight the areas which are required to be highlighted. So this picture we have created in 4 steps. First step was with charcoal chalk. Second step was to blend it together with a blender stem. You can use tissue paper or earbuds as well. Fourth step was to remove the extra charcoal from the paper, make the surface even tone. And the third step was using pencil simply to give details, like here we are doing. So be part of our journey and we can all learn together.